Welcome to the Stronghold.
So I didn't get your names?
Jess.
Yes. You. I'm Blaine. Nice to meet you, Ben.
So it's Strixhaven Sessions 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we left off last time. You just finished your test. The Owlbears exam?
Yes, that
I
was
think
it.
was the last one?
Yes.
So you're just back in class. You just got all your results back. Some of you didn't attend the test.
I missed the train.
I wouldn't have wanted to take the test.
There you go. Yeah. But I'll go through the test. This session you do another one, I think. So go through how that works later. But, okay. So we just finished class. You're about to get up and leave. You overhear a conversation. They're talking excitedly about certain magical and monstrous creatures, likely being used in the upcoming Rose Stage Festival. So, a tidbit that you overhear of other students talking.
Alright.
Okay. Rubina, one of the students, rushes up to Violenti
Yeah, that's me.
and hands you a crumpled up note and giggles and runs away.
Alright. I open the note.
Note reads...
Privately.
Privately? I can send it to you, or you want me to read it?
No, yeah, read it.
Big heroes on campus. You're the talk of the school. What's with your monster dispatching ways, but can you recover the legendary Sassy Sally Jane? Many have tried, all have failed. Meet us outside Captain Dapplewings Manor at midnight tonight and see if you've got what it takes.
Well, that's awfully optimistic, considering I've been knocked out 3 times.
In one session.
In one session. So with
And I've healed you 3 times.
Yes, I'm addicted to good berries, I'm afraid.
They're keeping you alive. Which is good. The note is not signed. So you've got several hours before this happens. You've just finished your class. Assuming now you go to your places of work or extracurricular activities, your choice.
Yep.
So you can mark that on your report card later, depending on what you went to. You have your extracurricular. You get bonus points for re-rolls, which I can go through a bit after. And if you're going to work, you get your gold. But that's 5 gold pieces, I think it is from memory.
Yes.
Per time you go. Up to your choice. Your choice what you do. But you can do that for the next few hours and then go get ready. But your choice what you just want to do on campus or...
So how do we want to introduce the newcomers? Like,
Yeah. I was going to say we could do it. You just met each other after class. We're just having a chat.
and say, hey, you're going to go play some monsters after, wanna?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Invite some friends because you're not going there by yourself. Obviously.
Yeah. So we couldn't find our trusty crow man. He was very helpful last time, so yeah, we
Not
stumbled.
much of a friend, huh?
No, apparently not. So we stumbled across a couple of
So
individuals.
there were monsters that need to be slain.
Yeah, so could you do? What do your characters look like and everything?
So, what you see before you is a ginormous earth genasi man. He's about 18. Crazy big, flaming red hair, which is very uncharacteristic for an earth genasi. Built like a cement mixer. A few scars on him. He's got like, a bit of. He's very clearly flaunting whatever uniform requirements there are at the moment. And occasionally, he's got his great axe that has a little bit of a sheath on it. He's got like those, it's like for knives to make sure that plastic thing that make sure it kind of. Yeah, he's actually got one of those.
Well, you certainly look like you would be wonderful to put between me and the bad things.
Of
Sure,
course.
you're doing it at magic school.
Well, swinging an axe is its own kind of magic, I suppose. In a
Yes.
sense, maybe.
Yes.
Anyway.
It is.
What do we have here?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, if we describe how it. So you see the one introducing it is a tall owlin, white fur, or white feathers rather, with kind of a black outline around the face. Very tall, wearing padded leather armor and has a rapier at his side. Very upright standing, and very friendly apparently.
Yes.
See, I'm what you'd call bad at this game. So like describing things is really hard. I don't even know where to start really. So my character's just a human, because I wasn't entirely sure what to do. Basically my thing is like dragons and like a sorcerer warlock.
Ah, yeah, so you would have like the scales on you.
Yeah, draconic resilience and all that. Or whatever part, like bloodline, that's the word, yeah. And archfey warlock as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So then like with the sorcerer thing I got like a small sheen of like slightly blue tinted scales here and there, like forearm, like up here and places. I've got a quarterstaff.
Yep.
A little dragon as a familiar.
Well, the dragon looks quite cute, so I'm going to definitely take him along.
It's a blue dragon.
Blue dragon.
Nice.
Alright, I think we're ready to go.
And Diamondeye is there as well?
Oh yes. You see, as I walk to this purple tiefling, she has black horns that go behind her. Her red hair's kind of in a messy bun. She's holding a lot of books and kind of stumbling. But she's got a dagger at her side, and she's just wearing the uniform. Hi!
Well, hello, Lovella. I have met a couple of fine young students who may help us with our monster slaying. Considering our former trusty co-friend is not around at the moment.
Yes, and you do die a lot, so...
I am going to die less this time. I have prepared myself for close quarters combat.
Sure.
Does not scare me.
I have him. I'll have him tune.
Also, when we die, we just like get incapacitated.
So when you die, so basically you're knocked out first, and then you can either be revived or getting
We'll
healed.
figure this
Oh,
out.
so just like death saves like normal? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I have been knocked unconscious in every combat
You
encounter
didn't
so far.
die. Lost consciousness.
What were you saying about this quest? So you got it from
Who we
letter.
killing?
So, well, we have, on 3 occasions now, found ourselves doing combat. Not with planning to. Yes, it's between 2 and... No, that's the confusing one. And yes, so we have earned a bit of a reputation, if I may say so myself, as being useful.
Very good.
Yes, and so we have been hired to do some kind of quest for this person. It sounds quite interesting, so why not?
I'll wait until you prove your usefulness before I take it to heart.
Don't put your hopes up, please. Shall we carry on?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Say over the location listing.
Alright, so getting close to midnight, you head to the... What's it called? Dapplewings Manor. I'll change the roll 20 map. Oh, where are we?
Careful, they do steal dice.
Yeah, saw one before. Okay. As you get close. As the bright light of the central campus fades into the verdant grounds of Captain Dapplewings Manor, you see a small group of your peers congregated underneath a massive oak tree in the manor's front yard. What's his name? Drasmir, that's him.
Yep.
Turns to another and says in a stage whisper, "I told you they would arrive. Now pay up, you goof." He then turns to you. "This is it. Sassy Sally Jane is up there in the attic. For years, people have tried to liberate her. For years, they've failed. But we think this year is different. This year, you're on campus. You're looking for a pink-haired doll wearing a patchwork tartan dress. Now go in there and become campus legends. You
Wait.
bring her back."
We're doing this for a doll?
Yes. This Sassy Sally doll. Legendary on campus. The teachers hate her.
Now that I can get behind.
That sounds cool.
If you bring it back, we'll all pay for your lunches for a week. No, for a month.
A month?
Sounds like a deal to me.
I can get whatever I want.
Dare we ask first?
Oh, I have big lunches, my friend.
Oi, stop that.
Regret that.
Dare we ask first why this is a problem?
Problem for what, sir?
Why this Sassy Jane is difficult?
Let's just say she has some very sassy sayings that teachers do not like, and she never shuts up.
Wait, what do we have to do to her again?
I'll find her.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
She's been lost for ages.
Dead or alive, or intact, or
Intact would be good, yes.
Is it in their house?
Yes.
Did she just begin to wake up?
They do say it's haunted.
Oh.
ooh,
I'm in. And then I start walking.
Excellent.
Before you've even gone to walk, Vandal has kicked open the doors.
How'd you get there already?
Wait. He's gonna lose it. Quintellus yells out. You probably worked with him just before, I think.
yes,
I think you worked with him.
I worked him.
You work with him.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you all work with him. There you go. He comes up with like, I miss my younger brother terribly. I think Sassy Sally Jane would make an excellent gift. In exchange for retrieving the Sassy Sally Jane, I'll give you a present.
Ooh.
Well, we're going to do it anyway, so.
What kind of present?
Seems fair.
That's
Already
rude. That's
have
rude to
it for
ask.
you.
What kind of present?
He takes it out of his pocket. It's called a drift globe.
Never
It's
mind.
blue
that's
inside.
Whoa.
What does it do?
Good question. I forgot. I have to look it up. Drift globe. Small sphere of thick glass. Weighs 1 pound. If you're within 60 feet of it, you can speak its command word and cause it to emanate the light or daylight spell.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
And it hovers nearby you, which is pretty cool.
Alright.
Glowing ball. They have captured the sun in a ball.
I've seen the orb
That
before.
is one way of looking at it, yes.
They had an even bigger orb before.
There's more?
Yes.
No.
If we do this, I'll show you it.
Oh boy. Really
Let's
level
go.
up.
Please, if you find my pet inside there, I'll be greatly obliged. He wears a top hat and a monocle. I have not seen him in days.
What kind of pet is he?
Goanna.
A Goanna.
Hmm.
Okay.
Goanna.
Completely forgot what they are.
Cool. Okay, heading in.
Sounds like a type of
Yeah, I just walk in.
I think so.
Yeah.
Your line is. Yeah. It's like a gecko type thing.
There you go.
Okay, so this is midnight, and this is a haunted house, so I'm assuming that there is no light in here.
Next to nothing, no. You've got the outside glow coming in from the windows.
Alright, I do have dark vision.
I don't.
I think.
I have dark vision.
I can't remember if I took that.
There's always one that doesn't. Someone's got to hold their hand.
Yeah.
You guys hot in here, or is it just... Is it okay?
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I feel
We're
fine.
wearing jumpers.
I was freezing outside, so.
It is very cold outside.
Yeah. Okay, so you're in the foyer. Coat racks carved to resemble statues of individuals line the entryway into the manor beyond. The coat racks flanking the doors depict two dwarves wearing high-collared jackets. The other coat racks on the left depict a one-tuxed Luxodon, monocle-wearing orc, and a gnome with a skunk for a hairpiece. The statues on the right depict a drow wearing a scarf, a burly human in a tuxedo, and a high elf in a cow.
Do I recognize what these are statues of?
Give us a history check, please.
People.
Those teachers were so bad, they got turned to stone.
It's a 20. So, yeah, 17 plus 5. That's a 22.
Excellent.
Yep.
You do recall the individuals depicted are Captain Dapplewings' favourite military compatriots and all great friends of Strixhaven.
Well, I relay that information to my compatriots as a fun fact.
Nerd.
Nerd.
We're at the school for
Okay.
Do we want to stick together or split up?
You see, this guy here is moving towards you. He's made out of clockwork, and he's dressed like a butler. And he points and shouts in common, "The Earl commands you to leave." Roll for initiative.
Oh, well, that was
Oh,
good.
alright.
The B.
19. You got a 21.
Plus, I'm assuming 3, because my dex is 3.
That one's a cool one. If you roll a nat 20, it starts flashing.
Oh, hell yeah.
I rolled a 3.
You should just put it on 20.
That would make it a lot easier.
I have a 13.
13?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think I got 21.
Ah, it's annoying. It doesn't have any new characters in here.
Dex isn't flash.
That's another thing. I have to set up.
Honestly, kind of doesn't need to be.
1 second, sorry. Got to reset this. You guys aren't coming up. Manage characters. Strixhaven.
So, do you have light on, or no, we don't?
We don't.
We
No
don't.
lights.
Oh.
We don't.
Ooh.
Do you have a torch on you?
Do I have a spell?
Do I have a torch on me? Yes, I do. I've got a
Okay,
torch.
there you go.
I can create a bonfire.
Okay, reset. Violenti, what was your initiative?
21.
21. Luella?
3.
3.
Yeah.
Ferre, am I saying that right?
21. Ferrier.
Ferrier. Ferrier. Excellent. Vandal.
13.
Okay, Ferrier is first.
Oh, sweet. God, I didn't think I had. Okay, we'll start out flashy. I'm gonna use Witch Bolt.
Witch Bolt. Excellent.
I guess I have to roll for that. To hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I got an 18.
Hits.
Sweet. Don't even need the plus then. So that is 1d8, 1d12 damage even. There's a d12 in here.
Yeah.
That's 5 damage.
5 damage. Excellent.
Actually, are we worrying about like components and all that? I've got
The
a,
spells and things?
yeah, I've got a focus. So.
That's your choice.
Okay.
I'm fine if you don't, but if you want to, we can actually roleplay that sort of thing. So
I like the idea of it. There's just too many of them.
it can be cumbersome and it ties down the game a lot, I've found. So.
And if you have a focus, it's just done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that costs gold.
Yes, I
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
out my book, do some kind of hand wavy thing, maybe a word or something, I don't know, and then a blue streak of lightning zaps out toward them, and then there's just like a faint arc between us because it's Witch Bolt, and I can just do that whenever I want
Nice.
until I do something else.
Excellent. Okay, you see a few cogs bounce out of him when you hit him with that. Violenti.
Alright. Well, Violenti clears his throat a bit. Begins to hum a little song, his blade song, because I have made him a blade singer, which is giving him a few bonuses right now. And I like to move. Let's move a bit further north. So just out of the way. I'm going to pull out a simple wand with a flick and cast a magic missile.
Oh, God. Oh.
Missile. It's a natural 1.
Definitely fine.
One breaks.
It just kind of fills out in the air, and I go, oh,
Sorry, guys. I'm just getting over a cold.
You didn't,
sorry.
Obviously, still hitting.
you didn't put your heart into it.
Huh?
You didn't put your heart into
No,
it.
I did all like that, you know, build up for everything that started humming. And it was
You hear
like,
from the side. No.
Get him, nerd.
I want Yig back.
Unfortunately, he hasn't even responded, so don't know where he's gone. Disappeared into the ether. Okay. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's his turn. He's moving forward to attack.
The robot
It's trying to slam into you. It's not exactly holding a weapon. 20 to hit.
That'll hit. We're level 2, goddammit.
4 bludgeoning.
I have the spell Shield. I can cast that reaction.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
But you didn't get past the attack roll.
And attack roll of 20, was it?
20. Attack roll of 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
So unless your
I mean,
AC...
how much AC does this give me? 5? Yeah.
gives you 5.
That means I pass then.
Oh, you would, yeah.
It was a natural 20 though.
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
Just
okay.
unnatural 20.
Because my AC is 16.
Oh yeah, so you would... Yes.
Oh yeah, because you're
Yep.
the dragon.
By all means,
Yeah.
as a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. As a reaction.
Excellent. Done. Now we block his attack with the shield.
Yeah.
Okay, and the second attack fails. Slam
It's
misses
like
for the second
award
time.
from Skyrim.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Vandal.
With the great ha ha, see, it's gotten very close to the warlock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And I have
Also,
obviously gotten rid of all the guards for it. I grab the great axe off of my back and shoulders, kind of just almost kind of shove you to the side.
Wow.
It's like, ah! And I attack with the great
I don't
axe.
know.
Okay.
I attack with disadvantage because I do not have dark vision.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it is dark. I don't have dark vision.
It's low light in here at the moment.
Yeah, so you low
Oh,
light.
before I
Low
should
light.
have done
Yeah.
it
You've
So-
still got a fair bit coming in from the front windows where you are, so
Okay, so not disadvantage?
yeah, you should be fine
Okay,
right
sweet.
Ooh, that's a no. No. That would be.
now. That's a miss.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, be 9.
Yeah, miss. Swing and a miss.
Well, who's the nerd now?
Luella.
I will cast Entangle and try to slow him.
Yep.
Uh,
So dexterity saving throw.
yes, I believe so.
And he failed, definitely.
Alright. So I will cast Entangle, and from the ground, vines will spurt out and kind of wrap around his feet and slow him down.
Excellent. Entangled.
And then I'll just move up a little bit.
Too easy. Okay, new round, back to Ferret.
Oh crap.
Continue the rich ball chain.
Probably not. I think I kind of want to
Very
get away
very
from him.
You are in bad range for a caster.
You also provoke attack
Are
for
they a
opportunity. for the-
medium or small creature? Like, would Gust push them back?
Yeah. He's a small construct, so yeah.
Sweet. So I guess I'll try to do Gust. It's a strength saving throw. 13.
Failed.
Crap. Well, there goes my
Oh, he
action.
failed. He failed.
Oh,
No, he failed, so he moves.
So he moves back 5 feet.
5 feet.
So now I can just, like, run away.
Yes.
So I guess as far as I can to the right.
Excellent.
Okay.
There you go.
I think of my bonus action. I don't think I can. So yeah, I think I'm done.
Nothing. Okay, violent.
Alright, I'm going to move into range of him. We'll pull out my rapier and then give it a hearty thrust.
Okay.
It's that's a 6, that's a 10. Is that
10
it?
does not hit.
10 does not hit. Never mind. Missed it.
Nerd.
Okay, moves forward to attack Vandal. He's going to try slam into you now.
Yes, I moved into range of it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Where are you? So you would have hit rapier.
Yeah.
rest before he moved. He was over here, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he would have been there. He would have attacked you. He would be attacking Valenti then. That was a 17 to hit.
17 to hit. I raise my hand and raise a little ward that gives me 21 AC.
Nice. How long does that last? A round?
The round.
Excellent. So he'll try to slam you again for a second attack. And does not hit. 21 AC.
Is it the round? Let me just check.
Yeah, it is the round, if it's shield.
Yeah.
Okay. Until the start of your next turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vandal, your turn.
I just yell at Violent, stop getting in my way! Attack with the great axe again. Ooh, that definitely hits. Natural 19.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, so that is 2d6 plus 3. That is 10 damage.
10 damage, nice.
Die, tin can!
You see a fair load of cogs just come flying out of him when you hit him. Nice gash wound in the side. You wrecked his butler's clothes as well. Luella.
So I think he has to make a save to see if he can break out from entangle.
Yep.
Yep. So it's 11.
Oh yeah, what would the gust have done to the entanglement?
Forgot about that. 19.
Okay, so he breaks free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably would have been a
Let's just
disadvantage.
say the gust like loosened it a bit.
I will move closer to him a little bit, and I will kind of just throw my dagger
Okay.
at him.
Through violence.
Like over.
Duck.
6 doesn't hit, I'm assuming.
Goes through a gap in the cogs where he got hit with the great axe.
Okay, yeah.
Which is impressive in its own way.
Very A.
Yes. Just need to look at my spells again. Geez, everyone's in the way. Can I use cast bonfire where he's standing?
Yeah, you can definitely try.
What is the radius on bonfire?
Yeah.
I just built a 5-foot cube.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not a very big bonfire.
That wouldn't hurt
So
me
you're gonna
good.
dex saving throw, take a d8 fire.
Dex saving throw.
Would entangle affect the dex save?
He broke out of
Broke
it.
Oh yeah, broke out.
He broke out.
You got a 14.
Crap, by 1. So he doesn't take fire damage, but the bonfire is still there.
Okay.
Wait, he's staying there. Oh, I guess he only has to roll 1 time. I guess next turn then he has to roll again if he's staying.
Makes sense. Okay. Violet.
You hear a shout, right? I can see!
Yeah, you can now, actually.
I
Alright.
can kill.
Have another go, and I take another jab at it with my rapier. Oh my god,
Not
look at
bad.
my rolling. Wow. That was a
Banish
2.
it to the dice
Scared of
jail.
the
Nah,
fire.
honestly. It's gone. I'm rolling this other. I had another one. Way better.
Okay, he failed his dex for the bonfire.
Oh,
Alright.
wait, he got another turn?
It's his turn now. Yeah,
It's his turn.
Oh, right, so he rolled on my turn and then his.
yeah. It'll be the start of his turn, I'm assuming. That's how they normally work.
Yeah.
D8 damage.
5 again.
5. Okay, who's he attacking? He's attacking. Vandal now has moved in front. He's turned to Vandal. Try to slam into you.
Wonder if I should have like an icon to say the bonfire is there.
Ken, if you want.
I don't think the combat will last too long for that.
13 to hit.
Yeah.
13 to hit,
Go
did you say?
away.
Wrong.
Nope, doesn't work.
Does not hit.
Okay. Let's try to slam into you again. time as well. Pending.
Let me show you a real attack. Yeah! Okay. Great axe again.
One bonfire.
That
Yay.
is 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Damn.
What
Yeah,
is
now
this?
the blade is on fire though, because
Straight into the bonfire.
yeah.
Luella.
I'll cast Entangle again.
Yep.
Stay on that bonfire.
So again,
You definitely failed.
you see vines grow around and twisted his legs. And I'll just move up a little bit more. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Very
Yes. God, I'm still so far away. Can I actually send my familiar to just like go and swoop at him?
Absolutely.
With magpie.
Mhm.
I just need to figure out what that actually does. So I forgot to add my fella to the D&D Beyond sheet.
Yes.
Still you
You
don't.
are familiar.
Pseudo dragon name. What do you do with damage?
No.
Wait, you're level 3 walk?
Level 2 warlock. Level 1 sorcerer.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so you can go and bite or sting.
Oh, yeah, fine. Okay.
So I guess I'll go send him to bite them. It's plus 4 to hit. 14.
14 does not hit.
Crap.
Still got dudes on AC.
It's mainly made out of metal. Cogs,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
It's all natural. Violenti.
Alright. Third time's the charm.
Yes.
It's a 17.
Does not hit.
Really?
Oh, wait. Yes, it does.
What?
17
Okay.
hits.
Okay. At last, rip back my rapier and give it up. Thrust it right into the cogs. And that's a 8.
Damage.
8 plus 2, so it's 10 damage.
Saber in the works.
Okay. As soon as you do that, you see a lot of the cogs disappear from where you hit in the center, and it's basically just all falling out the back. But he's still standing.
He's tough.
And
But I hit that time, we saw.
Yes.
Dexterity saving throw for the fire.
You having fun there?
16. What was the save for the bonfire?
Oh, the bonfire was 13.
Yeah,
So
would
he
be
saved
it.
that. Yeah. Okay, he's slamming into Vandal again.
Yep.
Yeah, failed. Second attack. 15 to hit.
Just hits.
Excellent. For 1 bludgeoning damage.
Vandal just takes a minute, just stops holding it with, stops holding
Wait.
the great axe with 2 hands, leaves on hand.
Okay, so my familiar actually works on their own turn.
On their own turn?
A
Yes.
familiar can't attack?
Actually, haven't played
No.
with a
Why
warlock
do you
before.
have attacks if you can't attack?
Because pseudo dragons are packed to the chain familiars.
Yeah.
Are allowed to attack.
Right.
Oh, sweet then.
Okay, Vandal.
After insulting the robot, I proceed to, whack it again with the axe. I'm getting a little annoyed now.
Yep.
That should be a 16.
Does not hit.
Ooh, that thing's got 17 AC.
Luella.
He needs to make a saving throw because he's entangled.
Dex.
Oh yeah, the campfire.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Yeah, he breaks free.
Hello.
I will move around closer.
Be gone, Ice Water.
and then take up my sickle and try and whack him. 12.
Does
It's
not.
not hit.
Yep, this thing's got a CC.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Very.
Right.
Okay, on his turn, did he roll for the bonfire?
Yes. I think he did, didn't he?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stop it.
Would it be
Natural
safe
20.
if I,
Man.
like, try and shoot the guy while other people are in the way?
Oh, you can definitely try.
What are our rules on that? Like, if I miss, do I get one of the party members?
No. Basically, the way I do it, if you do a nat 1, you will hit someone.
Oh, okay. That's
Yes.
fine, I think. I guess I'll just use Eldritch Blast.
Hmm?
That's 9. 11, what is plus 5, 16. Damn it.
Does not hit.
I might get a little closer as well.
Yep. Where you headed?
Oh, whereabouts? Return. 3, 4, 5. Let's go like just above Valenti, but just like 2 to the right of him. That's it.
Excellent. Violent.
Yep. Alright. Going to, as before, not rolling that die. Make another attack at my rapier. That's a 15.
Doesn't hit.
The thing is very meaty.
Have you hit him?
Or metal.
Oh, you have hit him.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
hit
hit
him
him
once.
once. He hit him
Yeah.
Out of 4 times.
Huge hole in his chest at the moment, probably. He's being Vandal again.
Fair, it's Meta He's probably your hitting.
Vandal is now officially fed up at this point, and then he remembers, oh wait, I'm a barbarian. I reckless attack him. So advantage.
He failed his dexterity, so roll.
For the bonfire.
Oh, so you.
So it takes 1d8, isn't it? Yes.
I.
Oh, it's gone. Wait, give that back.
It's a 1.
It's a 1.
You can re-roll.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
7.
Okay.
It's still up?
It dies from that. He just burns, and then
Oh,
you see the
yeah.
gears melt. He's been in the fire too long. Melts down to nothing.
Sweet.
Nice. Well, that was
In combat.
Yay.
We all okay?
I didn't get knocked out this time.
Yay.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
You didn't even get hit.
I didn't get hit.
You had a meat shield.
Yeah.
Fun?
Meat shield in front of you.
Yeah.
Did they hit anyone?
They hit me for
Oh.
1
Yeah.
damage.
What? They attempted to hit.
Only 29 to go. Only
What level are we supposed to be at?
Meant to be at level 2.
Okay, yeah.
We're level
2. Yeah.
I'm level 3.
Yes.
Okay, that's alright.
Oh.
That's right.
You won't level up this time then.
Yeah. Alright, well,
Okay,
who did
moving
you
on.
mention again? Lord Earl?
The Earl.
The
It's the
Earl. Do we know who that is?
Do you? Roll a history roll if you want.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I probably won't.
So the way it works,
I
so
definitely
you've
would.
been at Strixhaven for a while now, you'd know certain things, so...
Yeah.
That's a 13, I think I have a plus... Check, plus 5? That's a 18?
18, yes. You know the Earl is Captain Dapplewing.
Ah, the Earl is not Captain Dapplewing. This is helpful! Captain Dapplewing himself, who is the owner of this mansion, I presume, the former owner, rather, and these statues would be his favorite military generals. Can we inspect the statues?
Yes, you can.
Alright, I would like to do
Gonna
that.
do a perception on him.
Perception. That is a 8.
Okay. No, you don't know anything out of the ordinary with them.
Is the bonfire still there?
Yes.
Let's see how long it
How long's it last?
to a minute.
Okay. It's going to go out very soon.
Concentration is off.
Worried about potential fire hazard.
Yeah, it just about like fizzles out, I guess.
Alright, well, I think someone was asking before, should we split up or stay together? I think you
Yes.
answered
Let's stay together, I think.
it. Yeah.
Now, I'm not very good at remembering things, but I'm pretty sure that whatever we're looking for is really loud.
That is true. They did say it would make a lot of noise, or say some sassy things.
A doll.
A doll.
Alright, well.
Don't remind me.
Like a doll or just like a good girl or something.
As I continue sort of
Patchwork doll.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Mandel starts slowly walking towards the sort of the dining table with all the chairs.
Okay. So you're in the Grand Hall at the moment. A set of magically shifting steps connects the foyer to this spacious open area. Beautiful thick carpet adorns the floor, topped by a chrisman runner that leads into the dining hall beyond. From the corner of your eye, you see formerly a figured tire. You've already killed him. The Clockwork butler. The dining room. The centerpiece of this hall is a beautifully decorated dining table. Its china and silver arranged just so. Along the wall to the west is an upright piano, flanked by cushioned benches. To the east stands a fireplace, its embers still glowing. What do you do?
I'm gonna walk towards the fireplace.
I will too.
Is there anything on the table or
It's
just
It's all
table
laid out.
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All laid out. Would you like to do a perception check on the table if you're having a look at it?
Yeah, do a perception check. 14.
Okay. You find a small velvet coin purse someone has dropped. Inside is 15 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Alright.
Ka-ching.
I know that people hide secret entrances behind fireplaces. So like, I'm gonna check that place out.
Checking out the fireplace.
Oi, fire! Reveal your secrets.
What is my perception? My perception is minus
Being
1,
naughty.
so 16.
16, excellent. So the fireplace has a number of implements for tending the fire set to one side of it. You also discover a poker with a silvered end that could be easily removed and used as a silver dagger.
Nice.
Take that if you want.
Onto that.
Silver dagger can come in handy.
Like a makeshift dagger or what?
Alright. Let's continue looking around the area, heading towards the other side of it.
Yeah, I might go to the right and see what's over here.
The right was the piano.
Yeah.
Where's my mouse?
I join them and I start moving, and I use my strength to move the piano.
Moving the piano.
There's got to be something behind it. I have intelligence of 5.
Nothing
I am
happens.
absolutely assured of this.
Nothing happens. You've also got doors. You've got a door here, a door on this side, and a double door here.
And we'll open that up.
Opening the double door.
The one next to me.
This one over here. Yep. Move.
Well, if there's nothing at the piano, I'll go over here. Into that door. To the right.
I don't understand it. It's all set up for viewing by everyone yet. It's not appearing, which is annoying. Wonder who Violent he is. Yep.
There we go. Okay.
It's weird.
Well, I move up there, I guess.
Okay. Pots, pans, cooking utensils, fire pits, and dry goods are tucked into every visible corner of this small kitchen. A pair of crossed sabers hangs above the shelves to the north.
Are the sabers entirely ornamental, or?
They look quite real to you.
Are they sharp?
They do look it, yes.
Do they feel it?
Are you touching them?
I just like a little like like thumbprint.
Okay, roll for initiative, please.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, I got an 8.
14.
Oh yeah, my pseudo dragon needs its own initiative. So or actually doesn't.
Where are they?
That rule in the familiar thing is just wrong. Because luck. So is that other rule wrong as well?
No, you don't have levels of warlock to actually use the attacking.
Oh. I thought I did.
No. You're 2 warlock, 1 sorcerer. You need 3 warlock and take chain.
Oh right. Because I thought we were level 5 at first, so that's why I had
Ah.
chain.
That's what I thought.
I'll
So
do it. Violent.
14 I had.
14. Luella?
we're not in combat yet, though.
Everyone will be.
Okay.
6.
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. 4.
4. Barrier.
I'm 8.
Okay. Okay, as soon as you touch it, they come off the wall and attack you.
What did you do?
Hovering.
I just touched the sword.
Don't
Oh,
touch
my
bad
animate
things.
swords.
Yeah.
Violenti, you've seen this happen? Seen
Yes.
the sword just come alive and it's moving towards Ferrier.
Alright, so I have it.
And it's your first. You're first up, sir.
Alright.
I guess I'd be in front of him. On the map. Because they were on the north wall, weren't they?
Yes. Let me move them around. There we go.
Sweet.
There's 2 swords, are there?
Yes.
Alright. I'm going to... I'm going to dash into range of one of them and try and whack it out of the air with my rapier. A little
Okay.
flick.
A bit of a sword fight.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sword fight with a floaty sword. That's a 22. So.
Hits.
Yeah. And that does 8 damage.
8 damage. Nice. You see a big chunk of the saber fall down. It's still floating.
Sword fighting with a floating sword. It's very, very movie. Very
It is
cinematic.
attacking you back.
Oh.
19 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 8 slashing damage.
Ow.
And Ferrier's up next.
What the hell do you do to a sword? I guess. I'm gonna use shocking grass.
Yep.
That's 11 to hit.
Does not
I
hit.
guess I missed.
Okay. Luella, your turn. If you heard this or not, you can roll roll for it. See if you heard anything or.
Yeah, what do I roll for that?
I've lost the word for it. Perception.
Yeah.
Perception. Yeah.
Perception. Alright. 4.
You do
I
not
don't
hear
think I
anything.
hear that.
What do you do on your turn then?
I'll probably continue into the room.
Yep.
Just trying to find clues.
Excellent. Okay. Let me move you for a second so I can see which room it is. Yes, exactly the same. It's just the opposite. So it's a cooking room, kitchen. It's got the sabers on the wall and everything as well there. Yeah. Do you do anything in there? Since you just moved in there?
No, I'll just look around. I won't touch anything.
Not touching the sabers? Okay.
No, not yet.
Alright, second sword is attacking Violenti as well. 19 to hit
That hits.
for 4 slashing damage.
I'm unconscious.
Jeez.
Already?
It didn't take long.
How much health do you have?
Well, hang on. Oh no, I haven't. Oh, I haven't. Did I roll? Oh, I did. Oh yeah. 12 HP. Cause that's a D6 per level. Yeah.
Yeah.
12.
21.
Not again.
That's wizards.
Vandal, roll a perception to see if you heard anything.
Okay.
Might have heard the combat by now.
You just cry out in pain.
That is a 5.
So no, you
I
don't.
hear nothing.
What do you do?
If I was to hear something, I would willfully ignore them because I want the nerds to prove themselves.
Wow.
Hey, I called
That
him
makes
a
sense.
nerd with you.
Okay. So what are you doing?
In Vandal's mind, anyone who is relatively well practiced at magic is a nerd.
Yeah, fair.
You can't see yourself, but you're near the dining table at the moment.
Yes. I'm going.
Chilling out. Okay. Everyone's just left you, just chilling in the room. Okay.
Man, we even said not to say that.
Violenti. Just saving for it.
Yep.
Natural
Nat
one. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Two failures,
That's
right?
two fails.
That's 2 failures. Okay, flying sword is attacking Ferrier.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I didn't get hit before, did I?
No. 9 to hit.
That did not hit, not even close.
Ferrier, your turn.
Sweet. I do want to help
This
Violenti
dice
out.
Yeah.
It's gone.
is gone for now, you know?
Definitely not that spell. God, this is a tough situation.
You've just seen your friend go down.
Yeah. Does anyone have healing?
Luella has
I do.
Good berries,
Yes.
which are addicted
You know
to. You
what?
need them.
I am
Exactly.
going to disengage and try and go warn the others.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess I'll run as far as I can and then shout. We're getting attacked!
No attack opportunity.
I
Disengage.
Disengage.
Okay. Luella, you would have heard this yell. You don't.
I
get to
would
go
have
for it.
absolutely
Pretty
heard this.
sure.
Yeah, I will come out of the room and and I'll just run over there.
Yep.
As far as my speed will go.
Okay. To actually make the token now, so make a move. Okay. Right, Luella's turn. It's Flying Sword's turn, which is going to chase you. Seven to hit. That does not hit. Vandal.
It's blocking my water stuff.
I'm going to run. Okay, it's only got 30 feet, so I don't think I can quite make it to that sword that's attacking Ferrier. So I'm gonna run towards the stairs end of the table along. As far as
Stairs
I
end?
can.
Which stairs? Sorry.
Oh,
down the bottom
stairs.
here.
Yeah,
Yep.
so I want to run around that way towards the table.
Yep.
Yep. I pull out.
You have to hide.
I pull out my javelin, a javelin from my bag, and I hurl it at the sword.
Nice.
That's quite a shot you need to make.
Yeah, I'm good at throwing javelins.
Those are right next to me.
And these are quite next to me. I don't have reach. That would be a 17.
Hits.
Nice. How much
Nice.
damage is a javelin?
D6?
Should be. Yeah, 1d6. 6 points of damage.
Points of damage.
Nice.
Probably see a fair few sparks of these colliding in the air.
Yes.
See a chunk fall out of that one too. Violenti. Saving roll.
7.
Well,
He's dead.
So fail.
Dead.
already. Just straight up dead.
Man, that was.
Oh no.
Ones on death saves.
No.
Yeah.
No. Rest in peace, Violenti.
That's my first player death. I
Really?
feel a bit, yeah.
Oh.
That was so
I just-
quick.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to go like
What?
Wasn't meant to go that way.
No, only when you roll a nat 1 on it.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
I didn't touch the sword.
Do you have a backup character?
I don't. I can quickly.
Violenti the second
Yeah.
is also starting at the school.
Yes.
Needed
brother.
like
Yeah.
a few days.
Flying sword A's turn. It's going to come flying out of the room. Attack Ferrier.
No,
They've all missed you so far.
that's true.
And probably again, 10 to hit.
Nah.
Ferrier.
Sweet. What's the range of that? 15-foot cube, and you'd all be hit.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can place it, the 15-foot cube, over just the swords.
it's thunderous.
Ah.
Thunder wave. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, that won't work.
Doesn't get like 2 mage hands to clap. Nah, I don't think that'll work. I guess just shocking grasp again.
Yep.
Oof, that's a 10.
10 does not hit.
Oof.
Luella.
I will run here.
Yeah, you're out of spell slots now.
No, not.
Oh,
And then I might.
And those are cantrips.
Well, one shield.
That's all I've
And
used.
you used.
Oh, I did use
grass.
Witchbolt. You're right.
If I'm there, am I in a 10-foot range of the sword?
Yes.
Okay. So I might run up to here and then poison spray.
Okay.
So it's just a con
Con save.
save, yeah. Of 11.
16.
Okay, yeah. So I spray and it just I've misjudged how far up it is.
Yep.
And it doesn't hit.
Okay. Flying Sword B's turn is going to attack Ferrier. $16 to hit.
Ah, exactly.
Nice. For 2 slashing damage.
Oh no.
Vandal.
Now that one of them is in range, I can actually grab the great axe and like, axe beats sword, pin it to the ground. I want to take the flying sword and just pin it down.
Excellent.
Natural 20!
That hits.
Oi.
Nice.
Yay.
You would have I should have given it to you.
Yeah, that dice. No, it wasn't that dice being good, it was this dice being betrayed.
So,
Oh, something I didn't tell you as well. Your inspiration they gave you at the start.
Yep.
You can give that to anyone in the group.
Oh.
oh,
It's a bit late.
It's still retrospective. I'm fine with that if you want to.
Oh.
It's up to you.
could I use this to save him?
Yes. He can make a re-roll for his death saving roll.
Reroll it.
Forgot about that.
Ooh.
That's my bad. I should
Do that
have told
now.
you that.
Reroll in the D1 or the...
No,
it
the-
gets to the
the
D20.
Sorry?
I was saying that one doesn't get to be rolled, it needs to be D20.
This is
Maybe
just
one
another
that used the... Actually, no.
What?
I've already rolled a natural 20 with this one.
Ah, you used it up.
It's
Yeah.
I've used up its magic.
Yeah,
Another nat 1.
that's a shame.
It was worth a try.
Aw.
It's not meant to be.
He's
What
doubled
is
in.
happening?
He's doubled in now. So,
This character was
crit,
not meant to live.
crit rules.
Something good's got to happen to me soon.
Do you double dice? Do you double the dice used or double the number rolled?
Double the dice.
Okay, so that will be 46. And the attack bonus is doubled as well?
No extra attack bonus.
It's just double dice. So it'd be 4d6 plus 3 as opposed to 2d6. Right. Good. Just confirming. That is...
Should we just say the sword's dead?
Yeah,
it is,
we need
yeah.
to count at this point.
18 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically sever it in half.
Cleave it in half.
Dead.
Yes!
It falls down and clatters on the ground and does not move. Okay, very it.
Sweet. I just try to shock and grasp him again. Actually, wait, I have a freaking quarterstaff. I don't bonk it with that.
Pretty sure we're
it's
gonna be
just
out of
worse
spell
than
slots
the-
by now.
Nope, it's a cantrip, shock and grasp.
Oh, Shiny Rose the cantrip. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
And I've realised my quarterstaff is just worse than that.
Yes.
Only there's a potential for +1 damage. But yeah, I'll shock and grasp it. A 19.
19 hits.
Sweet. 5 damage. Again.
Nice. Chunk out of it. Llewellyn.
I might try and poison spray again.
Well, that doodle is
So am I still in 10 feet?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, so I might try and poison spray it.
Yep.
Just a con 11.
Uh, 12.
Oh, okay. So again, I'll put it out, and I just miss.
Yeah.
And I just might move around here.
Okay. Okay. This one's attacking Ferrier again.
Oh no.
Same one.
It's honestly kind of a good thing. I think they might have the highest AC of all of us left.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
20 to hit though.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
that hits.
Ah yes, the frontline tank.
Yeah.
The sorcerer.
And warlock.
8 slashing damage.
Scales, man. They're
How
tough.
much?
Yeah.
8.
8. Damn. Actual damage.
Vandal.
We're doing the same thing again to the one that's not broken.
Yep.
That's a no. That's a no.
Okay.
Goes wide and misses.
Ferrier.
I'm fine with this because
Do I want to try and get away from them? God, I don't know.
it's one. One sword.
There is one sword, that's true. Yeah, I might just like disengage, go to the other side of the table.
Yep.
Just like 4 squares down, I guess.
4 squares. Okay. Llewellyn.
I will try and just sickle it. So
Okay.
I'll try and, yeah, hit it with my sickle. So that was a natural
Daniel
1
speaks
for a
it
4.
when he realizes what weapon you're using.
Okay. It's going
So
to
it
turn
doesn't
and
hit.
attack Llewellyn.
Yeah.
$18 to hit.
That hits.
Four slashing
Wait.
damage.
Alright.
You don't need to roll a new character. Strixhaven has multiple resurrection.
I'm glad someone
So
brought it up.
long as we can
Ah,
bring
no.
your corpse back.
Basically,
Yeah.
Strixhaven has a no death policy at their
I
school.
see a no death
And they will
policy.
resurrect
They will
everyone.
resurrect you.
They really don't want to
Awesome.
pay for the fees.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also,
It could
if
look
you're-
very
if
bad.
a student is killed in Strixhaven by another student, the student has to pay for the resurrection.
Oh, okay.
The necromancy sub school is paid very well.
Can imagine.
Students that will really like thank you for bringing something. They really need the practice.
Okay.
If you die like 10 times, your next one's free.
Yeah.
Coupons.
You get a loyalty card.
Finish it.
Yes. Come on. Actually, what am I doing? Reckless! I keep forgetting reckless! Like the thing barbarians do! Ooh, yes.
Make sure that's
That is a 23 to hit.
Hits.
That is 10 damage.
Oh, it is destroyed. You see sparks fly. How do you kill it?
What Vandal will do is he sees this really close to the table, he will kick aside the chair, spring up onto the table, leap off it, break the legs of the chair, backflip, and freaking, WWE shoulder slam the sword into the ground.
Nice.
Yeah! And then eventually just kind of wander over, find Violenti. Yeah, he's sleeping. Grab him,
again.
walk him out.
Damn.
He fell asleep. He's a nerd. Close the
Get
door.
Take him to the professor.
No, I just take him to the guy. Were the people still outside?
There's still some students milling about, yes.
Yeah. I just put him on the ground.
Excellent.
On like the veranda.
Wow.
Close the door. In we go.
They all freak out. And
Yeah, I can imagine.
they take him to the boss professor and
Of course, yeah.
bring you back to life.
Razmir, I have a bond with Razmir. He trusts him to help me,
Yep.
I have no idea he's dead. I
Razmir's-
just thought he was asleep.
Rasmus the Minotaur, isn't he?
Minotaur, yes.
He just picks you up with one arm and just runs
Yeah.
you to the professor. Cool. Just run on the toilet, guys. I'll be back. Oh, yeah. You're back. You
Oh,
resurrected you.
How long does it take to resurrect someone?
I don't know.
Well, it depends
Wow.
on the spell. Depends on the spell.
Spells are pretty
Revivify is
expensive.
instant, but it can only work in a minute period.
Oh yeah.
Raise dead. I'm not sure if it's instant. I can check because
Expensive anyway.
I can check with the player's handbook that I have here. Raise dead. But I don't think they'll get to you in a minute. So probably raise dead for this.
Point is, I just
You're
had-
fine.
Yeah. I
You know.
died, but I got better.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a minor setback.
Exactly.
Raise dead 1 hour. Oh, actually no. It's the casting of the spell is 1 hour. The actual it instantly brings you back to life once the hour is
Okay.
complete. Yes. Coming back from the dead is an ordeal. The target takes a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks.
Nice.
After each long rest, that penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears.
So I'm basically a zombie.
You're just sluggish as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't sleep very well.
No.
Yeah, raise that work for you.
Awesome. I was fully ready to reroll.
I will inform DM of this particular fun little detail. You have a -2 to attacks.
What? My first player death. We're gonna have to do a scoreboard now.
And it's it's the first one, but it has 0 consequence.
Yeah.
Especially in this sort of.
Yeah.
Just don't rely on the resurrections; they won't be happy.
If your corpse gets like incinerated, then
You can start
not so
asking
sure.
questions.
Yeah. You just bring like a giant.
Just wait till the
ashes, like,
just wait till the final battle when he busts out disintegrate.
Yeah.
You ain't resurrected from that shit.
Okay. Oh, one thing I forgot as well. If we touch on any topics, this is for the new guys. I think I told you guys, but
Yeah, you told us.
if I touch on any topics
Yeah.
you don't like, just say straight away, don't want to go there,
That'll
don't.
probably
Or
be fine.
send us a Discord message, but yeah. be happy to change where we're going. Okay, end combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I still want to fight it.
What, the shards of a sword?
Yeah.
You see,
I
Violenti
need
walk
to
back
know
in.
now immediately. Are there any more swords?
Don't touch anything
There was-
on the wall. That could kill us.
There's some in the right.
It's dusty
room.
old. Why would I touch dusty old things? As I walk and open the double doors.
Right, so he said I'd walk back in. Hello!
Hi, how's it been?
I've upgraded from near-death experiences to death experience.
How was it?
But you were
Fun?
dead?
What did you think I was?
Nerd!
Wow.
Are you okay? Do you need any good brews?
I'll take some good berries on the side.
Yeah.
Alright, I know.
Killer.
I cast good brew. You get 1 point of healing.
Oh, I'll save that for later, maybe. You
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that's a very good idea. Give the good berries to me, and I will administer to downed people.
Yeah.
I don't think I trust you to be my medic. I'm sorry.
Wow.
You can't tell a dead body from a sleeping one.
It'll wake you up.
Yeah.
Yes.
I trust that berries would wake you up. A berry would wake me up if I ate one.
If it healed you for 1 health.
Yes. No, a good shot to the system.
Yeah. I guess it is. Got some good vitamins in there.
All I'm saying is that clearly I am the most bulky and most capable of not dying.
Okay, where to?
Anyway, through the double doors we go.
Through the double doors?
Take
Yeah.
Furrier went too far. There we are. Okay.
Is that you?
What room is that? Let's see. Cabinets full of curiosities line the northern wall of this room. The strange items on display here include a stuffed pheasant, a sexton dressed as a doll, and a plaque with insects mounted on it.
Wait, a sexton dressed as a doll?
Correct. The insects are wearing tiny top hats.
To look at the stars.
Yeah.
That's dressed as a doll?
Yeah.
How? She's got
Imagination.
clothes on.
Yeah.
It's got clothes on it.
You're like, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then pay it
I walk over to it. I have an intelligence of 5, and even this is not fooling me.
Yeah, I don't think that's
You also see 2 shining antique plate armor standing here.
Ooh.
I'm gonna stay the hell away from those.
Okay. Yeah. What do you do?
I
Do
got my
not
eye on them.
touch the
Do
armor.
not touch.
Can I look at the doll?
Do not touch it.
You can have a look at it.
You
Yes.
mean the sextant?
Yes, I'll look at it, not touch it. Is it perception?
Yeah, you can roll, but you find nothing interesting about them.
Ah, okay.
We
Cool.
could give the real Sally a glow.
What are you doing? He's in my air fryer.
Oh,
He's sticking his head out.
close
Silly boy. Yeah, go hide. Have a whinge. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, what do you do?
I feel like there's not much in this room.
What exits are there?
So you got a door here. Same with the other side here.
Was there anything on like the
And these ones over
shelves
here.
there?
The only thing on the shelves are those things that I read out. The pheasant, the sexton.
I might just go through the door.
Yeah, I think we'll just go through the door. There's nothing here that we want to touch.
Oh, those two go to the kitchen.
Okay. So what you see here is a balcony. This spacious deck has a low railing that you can easily climb over and access a locked glass door leading into the manor. So you can see now the balconies from where you are, and basically it goes downstairs and it's an outside area, but there's a door on the outside so you can get out if you need to, which you can't see on the map. But
Window door?
So you have to go over the balcony, and it's a bit further down, basically.
Oh, okay.
You can't see it on here. It doesn't actually have it on the
Oh,
map.
so it's
but-
like further ahead, not like below us.
Yeah, below. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it goes down slightly. They've got the balcony going
I
around.
thought we were already on the first floor.
I just,
Hmm.
before you even notice, Vandal is gone. You just climb down immediately.
He's already
Yeah.
climbing over. I don't know how you knew that door was there. We've not seen it.
Wait, the doll's there? I just wanted to climb stuff.
The moment you see an easily climbable fence.
Yes. Do you want to use climb?
Stuffed, I guess I'll go with you.
Having a look at it's outside as well.
Yeah. Deciding safer with them than alone.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing down there. You find some plants. There's some plants around the outside.
Is there anything interesting on the balcony? Or
No.
Bunch of chairs, some pot plants.
There's some pot plants on each side. That looks like fungi. Other than that, nothing. Some chairs on the balcony.
Still waiting for this thing to interrupt us in the middle of the night.
So I guess we head back inside.
Yeah.
Head back inside.
Yes.
You have to climb
Yeah.
the other way.
But
Yes.
the glass door was locked, wasn't it?
On the outside, yes.
Just knock it in.
Okay, where to?
I guess we...
The other door.
Yeah.
That one over here?
yeah.
Leads to the same balcony.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, that is
That's the
how
door I went
space
on.
works.
Yes.
I'm gonna head toward the stairs.
Which stairs were those?
The ones in the foyer.
Yep, there were stairs.
Yeah, I
left
might go out then.
And right. Oh, grab the wrong one. Sorry, sorry, the wall.
Yeah,
Can I
but-
just put them in there? I'm just gonna cast Detect Magic as a ritual on those suits of armor. Or facing those suits of armor.
Just
Uh,
gonna
yes,
waste
you
10
do detect
minutes
magic
doing
there.
that.
Okay. Well, just to confirm that was a bad idea to touch.
Okay, so there's
Oh, my
stairs.
friends.
over
Next
here.
level, I get detect magic uses.
Really?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes. The magic here is made out of magic.
I don't know what it is, but that's magic.
Use magic. Anyway,
Heading up the stairs.
up the stairs. Yeah.
Yeah, might just
Stairs
walk
over
up.
here. So you enter this area. So it's a salon that features a comfortable sitting area and rows of portraits hung on the walls. Do you want to look at anything there or head up?
Ugh.
Can I have a look at the portraits?
It's a salon. I thought it's a saloon. Much more fun.
You see, one of the paintings is a cockatrice.
Don't touch that.
No one is touching anything. At least they better not.
But I want to touch it.
But you should not.
Are you touching?
Be careful.
I'm touching it.
You will enter a Super Mario level.
Wait. Can I? Detect magic is a ritual. Ritual means it doesn't use a spell slot, right?
Yeah, it does not use
Okay,
spell slot.
Detect magic is a ritual on that painting first.
Yes, it is magical.
There is magic.
I
going
still
on.
touch it.
Conjuration magic, I'm pretty sure.
Conjuration magic.
Oh
It is
no.
going. No, please.
Touching it? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah.
You see the cockatrice come out of the painting and
Oh,
attack
what a
you.
surprise.
2. Oh, sorry, no, 7.
18.
Who booby traps their house like this? Obvious
A
guests
stuck-up
over.
magic earl, apparently.
If you had a big spooky house, would you not fill it with booby traps?
You're right. I got a 15.
I've got a 7.
It's still loading, so it's taking its time.
Oh.
There we go. 15 for Ferio. Vandal,
18.
18. Violenti,
7.
7. Llewellyn,
6.
6.
It was specifically Llewellyn that touched the painting, right?
Yep.
So it's gonna spawn right next to her, right?
It's basically jumped out and attacked Llewellyn straight away.
Surprise round.
Yeah,
So the
for
cockatrice?
16 to hit.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That-
we knew it was magic though.
Yeah.
So,
That's 5 piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution, okay. Four.
So, fail. You are now turned to stone and petrified.
what?
Oh.
You're also restrained.
Well, at least that looks safer.
You're petrified for 24 hours.
That's all.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Fair.
Cool.
I'm Vandal. You're first.
Vandal's eyes bulge out of his
Oh.
head when he sees this being petrified.
Just freaking out.
I rage as a bonus action.
Yep.
And I will reckless attack the cockatrice immediately in vengeance of Luella. Natural 20.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
And that's why we reckless attack, ladies and gentlemen. Come to me, my D6s. That will be 14 plus plus 5 because I get the rage bonus to damage.
Ooh.
19 total damage.
19, yes.
Okay. It's not looking too healthy. It's bleeding profusely from that one.
Alrighty.
Okay.
It actually isn't even on the screen. There. I don't know where it is.
Oh, it jumped out of the painting at Llewellyn. So
It was around there.
Yeah.
haven't got a token for it. Sorry.
Oh,
Ferrier.
sweet.
So it's basically just right here in front of Llewellyn where the chair is.
Oh, okay. Really need to stop thinking about what I'm gonna do before. I guess I'll Eldritch Blast. That's a 21 to hit,
Hits.
and that's 8 damage.
Oh, how do you kill it?
Actually, wait, it's a D10, not a D8.
I love how in this
Actually, yeah.
magic school of magic users, the most competent person is a 5 intelligence barbarian.
You're keeping them all alive.
To be fair, I have rolled 2 natural 20s in one session.
Yeah. I guess the way I kill this thing, I raise up my hand, and Eldritch Blast comes out, goes right through the head, and just makes a clean hole.
Nice.
Yeah, cockatrices are no joke.
Yeah.
Right in the mouth.
Send a picture to Discord as well, Llewellyn. You can do that.
Okay, cool.
How much damage was it?
It
8
was-
still.
8.
It was 8, but I forgot to use a D10
Wow.
instead.
Roll an 8. Roll an
Dead
8.
already.
Okay, how do you kill it?
I just told you how I killed it.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. I was concentrating on something else.
Right in the mouth.
Nice. Okay, you see it fall over dead. As soon as you see that, Llewellyn is no longer a stone.
Yeah.
Or petrified, for that matter.
To be fair, you kind of brought it on yourself by touching it.
I won't touch anything else again.
I don't
Learned your
believe-
lesson.
Yeah.
I told you not.
Vandal has snuck up behind Luella and just whispers, "No."
I joined in.
Triggered the swords. I think that was Llewellyn as well. Or
Ah.
was
That was
you?
me. That was my lesson.
Okay, heading upstairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't see them, but they are up there where Violent is. I'll move you all up there now. You're gonna have to scroll up to see it, Llewellyn.
Alright. Oh, yeah.
There you go. Okay, where to? Got door here.
What's that little star on the floor?
It's just a compass, simple as.
Alright.
Yeah, nothing. Door here and a door here. You can see.
I'll hope for that first door on the top left.
Top left.
Are you sure you're the one who wants to open it?
Well, I presume there's I don't get people in there.
So there's no windows in this room. It's pitch black.
Okay.
I do have dark vision, so.
If it was pitch black, I wouldn't be in there.
You're standing outside looking in.
I need both hands free for the axe.
The boxes and filing cabinets have been crammed into this area, filled with old written records and outdated research.
Alright.
What do you do?
Can I roll investigation to see if there's anything particular in it? Let's see if you're reasons taken out of jail. No, you're not. There's a 2 plus 5 is 7.
And no, you don't find anything.
Nothing like that. I'm just gonna head right out.
Anyone else go in there to look around or?
What
No,
are the
I might go
lights
into
in
this
house made of?
room.
Sorry?
What are the lights in this house like made of? They're just like electrical lights or like torches?
Torches, I believe. They're all out at the moment, so.
Actually,
Pick one up
before I
and
leave
just
the room,
campfire 'em.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, use that as a light and walk in.
Yep.
Sweet.
Sure.
before I leave the room, I'm gonna go to the door and face into the room and then cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay, you detect no magic.
No magic.
Like you just waste 10 minutes as you do that every time.
Yeah. I'm very
Safe than sorry.
for obvious reasons.
Yes. I guess I'd like to perceive the boxes to see if anything stands out. with
Okay.
them.
Is that perception? You're looking all around the room?
Yeah. Mainly at the boxes, but I roll a 3.
You find nothing.
Yeah.
Lots of papers.
I'm just gonna head into this room.
That one. Daybeds piled high with pillows stand in the corners of this spacious, comfortable-looking room.
Meanwhile, outside you're hearing, Sally! Where are you?
I'll just walk around and see if there's anything of interest in there.
Looking around to give us a perception check. If you
Yeah. Dirty 20.
Jeez. Okay, so you do find a small hidden drawer in the frame of one of the daybeds. You
Ooh.
find inside it a gem of brightness.
Gem of
It
brightness.
has 10 charges on it.
Okay.
Cool, is finding everything
Cool.
so far.
Is that-
Yeah.
D&D Beyond item?
Sorry?
Is that D&D Beyond item?
Yes, it would be, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna head over back into the main area.
Yep.
The hallway.
Yeah, and I'll just walk back
Try
out as
that
well.
door to the south there.
This one over here.
Yep.
Yeah, 12.
The dragon block. Apparently.
Yes, roll for initiative.
What?
As soon as Violenti entered the room, these dragons
That's an
attacked.
18.
Oh my goodness.
Are we all rolling again?
Yeah, everyone's
Yep,
gonna
we
have
are.
Oh
to-
boy. I got 16.
I got 4.
14.
I'm very happy I'm rolling these for initiative and not attack rolls.
Yeah.
Okay. This one has been reset. I'll just use other people. What'd you roll?
18.
18? What'd you get?
16.
16?
4.
4. Luella?
14.
Okay, this is not going to work. I'm going to have to reset it. It's so annoying. Edit. It should auto re-add any new characters, but it doesn't. I have to reset it and re-add use. There we go. Save, restart. Remember that for next time. I have to reset all the combats. Someone new joins.
back of my throat.
Alright.
It's not going away. I've just
Restart. Okay, so I'll grab the initiatives again. I'm ready.
18.
18 for Violenti.
4.
4. Vandal. Barrier.
16.
16. And Luella.
14.
14. Excellent. Sorry about that. It's annoying. Okay, so as soon as you enter the room, you see the 2 dragon heads come alive, a red and a black one. And they fire at you.
Oh. Of course they do.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
You're gonna need it.
Ugh.
Dude.
Oh my god!
Oh.
How lucky can you get?
30 fire damage.
30. Yeah.
You down?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Okay. Ferrier's turn.
Oh boy. Can you just drag Violenti out of there?
You can definitely try that. So basically, you've seen a blast of flame come through this door.
Just seeing me open
His
it there.
feathers are come flying off and all on fire.
Yeah.
Gonna try and drag him out.
Yeah.
Say strength throw.
Cool. I believe I have a +1, so that would be 12.
12. Yes. Excellent. You drag him out of there.
How far can I even do that?
So it'll be half speed. So how far are you taking him?
I guess like towards the left as far as I can.
And 15 to about there. Excellent. So the door is still open. So we can end combat there if you're going to think of something that you're going to do, or are you going back in to fight it?
No.
Don't really have to.
Okay, we can end combat there.
Yeah.
Someone can try and close the door.
I'm still a roast owl.
I pat you down. You're not on fire anymore.
Does anyone have mage hand to close the door?
I do.
Yeah.
Is that a bonus action to summon it? Or... No, it's
It's a
not.
bonus action. It's a main action to cast it.
Yeah, we're out of combat now.
Out of combat.
So you're out of
Oh,
combat.
yeah,
so,
true.
yeah.
I
It's
guess
it's a stationary thingy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mage hand closed the door.
Excellent. Okay, you close the door. Cool.
Can I cast
No,
good
no,
brew?
no monsters.
Good berries?
Yeah.
Sorry, what's Llewellyn doing?
Casting good berry.
Good berry. Yep.
Of course.
I already
Yeah.
got some good berries.
You're gonna need good berries now,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because you're addicted.
I'm addicted. to all of it.
Yeah. So you gain 1 hit point.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sputter to life, a thoroughly roasted bird.
At 17, he already has a painkiller addiction.
Lost most of your feathers, you have to
Yeah.
grow them now.
Well, can we please just find Sally? Why don't you open the door then?
Let's just not look at through any of the doors.
I
Just
would
keep
have.
going down the hall. So far, opening doors has been nothing but trouble.
That is true. Alright. Someone else go first then.
Okay.
Heading down the hallway.
Yes.
Yeah.
This wide hallway offers access to the rooms on the 2nd level of the manor. A large pillar that juts out in the passageway looks like a natural column, which you can see here, sort of blackened out, but it's sort of round around the passageway, so move violently so you can see it. But yeah, that's the only thing in this passageway, and doors lining all the way down. What do you do?
How long does the
Okay.
passageway go?
Yeah.
Should be able to see the end. It's with violently. So basically the length of the house. The back.
Okay.
Okay, so there's basically just a bunch of rooms.
Some more stairs there, heading back down.
Let's pick another door then.
Yes.
So,
I will go into this room.
I might stand where the pillar is and see if I can cast detect magic, just to see if there's anything around in the area, because that should reach into all the rooms. It's
Okay.
30 feet range.
I'll go to the room above Goanna.
Okay, so Luella,
Yeah.
this
Yes.
office is comfortably furnished with a wide oak desk, a high-backed leather armchair, a towering bookcase, and homey wall hangings. Yeah.
Is there anything of interest or?
You can have a look at the desk. You see research papers, course notes, and other paperwork and academic bric-a-brac, and 5 gold pieces on the drawer.
Alright.
While you're casting Detect Magic, you do detect magic, multiple areas.
Yeah.
I don't think it tells you direction or anything, does it?
No, I don't know.
You
But
do indeed detect magic.
But while you're standing next to the column there,
oh no.
where is it? You notice that a sort of that's the best way to explain it.
Oh, sorry,
Parchment of the wall is ajar
Hmm.
on this thing here.
Sorry, so it sees a faint aura around any visible creature or object that has magic.
Ah, excellent. You don't see any auras in that area in the
Okay.
passageway.
Well, there is something here. If someone wants to go first.
Is it a door?
Was it a gap in the parchment, etc.? Maybe.
How big is the gap?
A couple centimeters. You can see that it's empty inside. It's dark. So
There's something here I need to hit really hard.
Is it? What would that be?
There's a room in here, a secret room. If you hit it with your axe, you can look inside.
Thanks.
I
I'll have a very difficult time hitting it with her axe if it is dark.
We're just hitting the door to get into the room.
Alright, I have my torch.
I also have wild shape, so I can turn into a small creature and go in.
I attack the door.
okay. As soon as you hit it, the door just falls down, and it opens up to a stairwell that's heading upwards.
Nice.
I'm a genius.
Okay.
Up we go.
Heading up. Everyone's going up.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving characters. You have to scroll up a bit.
Secret passage is always
Yeah.
a place.
Awesome.
Always.
And not at all dangerous.
Okay. This cramped attic holds oddities considered too strange to display on the manor's main floor. An adult-sized riding toy resembling a rock on a spring, a fine dress with wings made of bones, and a display shelf holding dozens of dolls are among the curiosities here.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Dolls!
To Sally.
Is there a patchwork doll?
Yes, there is.
Can I touch it?
As soon as you go to touch it, it says GROSS, gross. Do you touch it?
Really?
I turn back to you guys and I'm like, should I touch it? Wait, this is the doll.
Get
Well, we do need to get the doll.
get Miss Magic Hand here.
Yeah, we go.
Did Mage Hand really pick up a whole doll? How big is the doll?
10 pounds?
Is it like...
It's only made. It's like patchwork.
Ah, yes. The doll weighing 3 kilos.
Yeah, I think I can pick that up then.
Picking up the doll? Yep, okay. You pick up the doll and it's floating in the air.
Nice.
Nothing happens. We just...
To Papa.
Now we
What's
just.
the dress that's in there?
The dress is a fine dress with wings made of bones.
Oh, hell yeah. Take it.
Okay, yeah, sure. You can have that.
That's mine.
Yeah. I guess we got what we were looking for.
These are being still held by someone? Yeah, Is it... I don't...
Held by me.
Okay,
With
it's
Mage
held
Hand.
with Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Bring it over to me.
Yeah.
please.
Okay. It floats over toward you.
I grab it.
As soon as you do it, it says, how about hells no?
Before it even finishes speaking, I shove it into my backpack.
Excellent.
Zip.
do notice that when you maged hand the sassy Sally Jane doll, underneath it is a doll wearing a suit and adorned with a large white mustache.
That was the other one.
And it has a purse as well at its side.
Time to do your mage hand thing again.
Purse in its hand, sorry. It's holding a purse.
We are also looking for a Goanna.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
With a
yes.
top hat,
Probably in another
With a
room.
monocle.
Actually, wait, this little doll has a top hat and a monocle, doesn't it?
No.
Oh, not a monocle.
No.
It wasn't transformed, okay. Yeah, it's just in another room.
Okay, what do you say?
So we have Sally. There's this new doll there as well. It's just sort of one of those cases of there must always be a sassy Sally.
Well, could just pick it up.
Sure.
Yeah?
And by we, I mean you.
I thought I mage hand picked it up.
You can grab that one as well. Sure. It's floating in the air. Nothing happens.
Bring it closer toward me.
You're all scared of touching things now.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I grab it. Open bag. Here's your boyfriend.
Clank.
As you do that, the purse that it's holding contains 25 gold pieces as well. You hear the jangle of coins.
Thank you.
Okay. What do you do?
Yes, we.
Is there anything of note left in this room?
Well, there's like
Not
many
really.
dolls. Yeah.
Unless you want the rock on the
We already
screen.
have the two important ones.
Yeah, I guess we'll leave that.
Well, we look for the Goanna.
Yeah, I guess we go.
Yeah, let's go looking for the Goanna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Heading back down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will add 25 gold to my account.
Okay, where to?
I will cautiously poke my head into that room below us, below the pillar.
Hello? This
Yes.
one over here.
Not the one with the dragon fly.
25.
There could be something in there.
Okay, this one's very similar to the other room that you went into. It's just an office. Desk, chairs, paperwork on the desk.
Anything in like drawers and stuff?
Roll investigation.
Yeah.
You find 5 gold pieces.
Oh hell yeah.
So it wouldn't need to roll anything. There's nothing to find by rolling. Or?
Yeah.
I can roll.
You can, no, you won't find anything else. Nothing else in there.
Always add your gold to your character sheet.
Yeah.
If it's on the sheet, doesn't exist.
Okay, where to?
Guess we keep going along.
Next room over.
Yeah, the next room over.
Next room over?
Yeah, I'll probably go over here.
Same. Different posters on the wall, but desk, bookshelf, papers on the desk.
More money in the shelf.
Is there more money?
No money found this time.
Aww.
Next.
Might go into this room.
Yep.
See what's in here.
17. This spacious lounge is decorated to the arcanobiologist's tastes. Paintings of strange magic creatures line the walls, as do mounted collections of insects and reptiles. 3 pterodons form the room's centerpiece. All of them magically immobile in mid-air. Positioned
Now I have an
as in engaging.
intelligence of 5. But I know that these are animals.
Correct.
And we are looking
Can I-
To be
for
alright.
an animal.
We are
There's
looking.
gotta be one with us.
Yeah.
Gotta be in here.
They said it was something like a lizard, right?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, can I just look around the room? See if there's anything of interest. Not touching anything.
Not touching anything?
Yeah.
Vandal follows close behind if she does touch anything.
No, you don't find anything in this room.
Also, can we please
Okay.
acknowledge that I, as the name Vandal, have not broken Bailey as his name?
Break a couple doors so
Brick
far.
door.
I broke the cockatrice's neck.
And the doors.
And the door, yeah.
And the door. Okay, so you know,
And the butler.
half of the course.
Alright.
And next room over.
I guess so.
Okay. This one's same sort of office, just slightly larger. Different wall hangings.
Investigate again, I guess?
If
You
I
find no gold or anything in particular.
Can you cast detect magic?
I guess I can.
Yeah, just like in the room.
No magic.
No magic.
Nothing glows.
Aw. Damn, I thought it might have been like invisible or something. Next room.
I think we've
Going
seen one.
across the wall, or because that's all along this
Yeah.
area.
Yeah,
Just go
across the
up.
roll. Yeah, that's the last one.
Okay. Several delicate tea sets are arranged on the floor in this room, alongside beautifully woven kneeling rugs and cabinets against the wall.
Investigate.
Sure.
Roll investigation.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
That's a +5, 21.
Nice. Okay, so one cabinet along the east wall is filled with tea-making supplies,
Alright.
plus a bottle with a sweet-smelling liquid inside.
Do I know what the liquid is?
Arcana.
Arcana
Just
check.
a Arcana check. Yeah.
It's like 18.
You know it is a potion of mind reading.
Oh, this should be useful. Pocket that.
Mm-hmm.
And the tea making. I might be able to make some tea later.
Imagine the exam
Will not violate
Uh,
academic.
Okay, that's fine.
Speaking to the wrong guy.
I will. Give it to me.
Hand it over.
I can't give it to you, because if you do well on the test, they'll know something has gone wrong.
Oh, that's right.
See, I was too stupid to think that through.
So,
Clearly, I need the potion there.
Surely mind reading just tells you what they're thinking, not like
Yeah.
everything they have known.
Yes. But I can just find the smartest nerd in the thing with my
Oh
mind
yeah, mind read another
powers.
student.
yeah, as I think, you might just end up reading my mind, and then I'm just not helping myself, am I? You don't need to think about it too hard.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to. No.
Alright, well, I guess found what they were seeing.
Yep.
Yeah, I might go back down the stairs.
The only room you got left is this storage area here.
Oh yeah.
Nah, it wouldn't actually help me.
This storeroom is filled with loose parchment, books, and misfiled paperwork. In the center of the room, 2 crates containing ink jars have been knocked over.
Can I have a look at those?
Yeah, there's 2 crates.
Yeah.
Investigation checks. I think
Investigation.
all of us should roll for investigation checks.
That's a 19.
19?
Yep.
Excellent. What are you investigating?
The 2 crates where the ink's spilled over.
Yeah, I've got 21.
Ooh, actually.
You have minus
I
10.
have -3, so 9.
Do I as well? Yeah, not in the room.
Everyone's looking at the crates or looking at different things?
I'm looking at the crates and the
I'm looking
surroundings.
for any footprints on the ground.
That would be very.
Okay.
Mm.
They'd be pretty small though. How big? Goannas are small. I don't know.
Yay, big.
Yeah.
You see human-sized footprints in the ground, but that's it.
Human shaped?
Yeah, human
Yeah.
shaped.
Human.
Ink covered.
Yes.
Where do they lead?
Out the door. They slowly disappear when they get close to the door. The main door.
Well,
When cleaning, looking at the ink wells that have fallen over, you find a ring.
Alright.
Can I pick it up?
Yeah. It's a gold ring and it has the inscription on the inside V. Lang.
Wasn't the guy who owned this manor named Lane?
No.
Mm.
I can't remember.
would any of us know that name?
I rolled
Yeah.
it before, but I can't remember the name. Started with
Roll
S.
us a history check if you want to try and remember.
I roll history. 24.
24.
There we go.
You do remember it's your magical philosophy's teacher is Verolda Lang.
Oh.
Okay,
Did they?
I relay that to everyone.
Something? No. But who's familiar with what we're looking for?
The Goanna.
Quintus, yeah.
Yes.
Quintilius the third or something. He's got a long name.
What like relation did Vilang have with this place?
The teachers do go there. You do know they go there during the daytime for meetings and things like that.
Right.
They use the offices.
So anyone could have just got around here. Then.
Is there anything more we have not investigated in that area?
Up to you if you want to search anything else.
Have a search around.
Yep.
Roll investigation. It's a 10.
You find nothing.
No Goanna.
Well, actually, yes, you do find it. Oh, 10 works. At the rear here, you see a bit of panelling not fully closed on the wall.
Vandal?
My man.
Smashing it?
Smash
Punch a hole.
Very violent in there. Find a secret
Go
passage.
just like directly behind the wall and just punch in the head.
Vandal
On the
use
door.
rock smash.
Secondary storage area holding boxes with personal items that the faculty members have stashed away from prying eyes.
Ooh.
Might see what's worth taking here.
Goodies are here.
Searching it? Nothing.
No.
Nothing of interest.
That's as far as we can go then.
Old test scores and things like that you can find, but yeah.
Those need to be hidden behind the secret wall.
Nothing to invest roll for investigate.
If you no, go and find it.
Nothing inside the crate.
Just lots of paperwork.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Dig through the paperwork.
Don't find anything.
Is there another hidden wall?
No.
The only thing I hate more than words are old words.
How old are these words?
I don't care.
They go back about 5-10 years.
Kind of normal, I guess.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I guess there's nothing more interesting here.
Okay. Where to?
We technically haven't explored the room with the dragon plaque.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Do you want to go back there though?
I don't.
I think we could open the door, just not walk in.
Just like hide behind it.
Yes.
Yeah, use the door like a shield.
Yeah. I guess we do that.
Well, it'll be a wooden shield, so
Yeah.
wooden shield against fireball doesn't sound super effective.
Yeah.
Not the most.
Also, I didn't think the Goanna would be there.
Maybe
Where
it
else
turned
would
into a
it
dragon.
be?
Maybe it turned into a dragon.
Possibility.
So then how do we undo that?
Good question.
Get one of those boxes with us.
Yes.
We open the door of the dragon thing. We slide the box in and see if it triggers the flames.
Not a bad idea. See if it's like even motion
Censored.
Yeah.
Trying that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
sure.
for
we're
it.
gonna open
Nothing
the-
happens. It does no attack.
Does not attack. There's something in here.
Can I like empty out one of the boxes that's like a good
Hang
fit
on.
for me
Can
to
we-
like
can-
fit
can we
inside,
make,
or
like,
just like
Perception checks as to what's actually in the room, because he just kind of walked in, immediately attacked, and he didn't have the chance to actually look at what's inside. So now we've opened the door.
I
wanna
do have a
solid
way,
sneak my way in there in a box.
so I think distracted if you want to run it and smack it. It will involve sacrificing small creatures potentially.
I don't know if I could be able to stop that.
I just go along with the
What is
solid snake.
inside apart from the clear, you know?
So you're looking through? Have a look around?
We're looking
But not
through the
going
open doorway.
Yep.
We are not walking into
Yeah.
the range.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like the other offices. It's got a wide oak desk, a high back leather armchair, towering bookcase, wall hangings.
Do
Nothing
you want
different.
to detect magic?
I think that's magic.
Yeah, I think the dragon might be magic.
Yeah, but it want to potentially... Isn't there like... I wouldn't know
I
this.
think we should deal with the
I
dragon
wouldn't know how
first.
would detect magic work. Yeah.
I can try it. May as well then. So detect magic in there.
The magic is on the dragon plaque.
Yes.
It's glowing.
Could we somehow... wait, it's a plaque?
It's
Yeah.
a plaque. So it's just the dragon
Yeah.
heads on the plaque.
Yeah. Could we just knock down the dragon head?
I can distract it if you want to run in
I
and
could use gust or something to try and blow it up.
I can throw. I have. So I pull out this little bag. This bag is full of little puffy balls that turn into owls. I got it from winning a game. It was very cool.
I don't think we should waste that here.
No, I shouldn't waste that.
No, they really. It's just a bunch of fluffy balls, not the bag itself, and I can get them. I get plenty of them.
At this point, I leave. I walk back to this, secret stash of, exam papers.
Yeah.
Walk back, wind up, and throw the box at the dragon.
Okay. Give us a dexterity throw.
That thing I'm really good at. 8.
8. Okay, totally misses and hits the wall but fine.
We got like a
Alright.
cloud of exam papers.
Yes.
Can I use that as cover to run in?
Sure. If you want to run at the same time, where are you running to?
I'm gonna.
To like the side of where the head is.
To the side.
Yeah.
Like right next to it?
It would be. Could we please actually show what the actual
Would it be able to touch
room
that to
looks
the
like?
Yeah. Put Violenti in there. There you go.
Yeah, I'll like hide behind the desk.
Behind the desk on the other side, or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like crouch behind it.
Okay, as soon as you do, you find a gecko with the top hat and a monocle
Oh,
hiding
yeah.
there. He just sort of looks up at you.
Hey.
He's just chilling there, sitting on the ground.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm on like the other side of the desk.
the tiefling has fire resistance.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't explain the dragon hat. There's 2 heads. There's a
Oh.
red and there's a black.
Oh, where's
Oh.
the black one?
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
We're like right next to each other.
Okay, so it wouldn't have quite worked as well then. Even then, I'm mitigating. I
So-
should
Right.
shut up.
Very
I
A
should
is in this corner at the moment.
Yeah, there.
All right.
I
We
wanted
call
to
it
use
like-
Gus to try and.
I might just stand like right at the door.
Do it.
Remember, there's still a box of papers.
How would I
'Cause there's
roll
one
for
that we
that?
slid in, and there's
Just
one I
roll to hit.
threw.
Like,
Yeah, I guess.
yeah.
14.
14 hits.
Sweet.
Knock it off the wall.
Both of them are one.
It's one plaque, so they're together on the one. So.
Oh, right.
It falls face down.
Yeah!
Squirming around, but it's not doing much. Yeah.
Now squish it. Stomp on it.
No! Grab it!
Where are you gonna point it?
At anyone I don't like!
Doesn't discriminate.
No! That's the point! No, I'm not kidding. I'm not really just saying.
Okay.
We have the gecko. We've
We have the
procured the
gecko.
gecko. We've entered. We have left. We have the 2 dolls that are making out in the backpack.
Did you pick up the gecko?
Yes.
You have an
You picked
animal handling roll for us?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
It's gonna be a -1.
When in doubt, mage hand. Natural
19.
20.
It likes
Damn.
you. Yes,
He's
it's
my
fine.
best
Yeah.
friend.
It's-
He like goes right in my head.
Yeah. He is your gecko now.
You don't have to give him back.
He like sees my dragon and he's like best friends with them now.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have the dolls, the gecko.
We
I
have
think we might be good.
we have a ring belonging
Yeah.
to the professor too. She might, give us something for that.
Oh yeah.
And I'm now.
Yeah.
So I guess we're done in here.
Yeah, I think
Yes, I'm still on 1.
I think we got
so I would
everything.
like to leave before
Okay.
bad things happen, and I become crispier.
Excellent. Heading back out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scroll down. Move you guys outside. Or you there? Okay.
I open the backpack. Ta-da!
It says, well,
Little
you
fella just
you put it out. It says,
my hand.
"Really? In those robes?" And everyone's silently cheering you, like, "Yay!"
At 2 in the morning.
So Quintilius comes up to you. It's like, how about that trade?
What was the
I'd
trade?
really like the doll
Oh, right.
for my younger brother.
The doll, yes. The top hat one.
No, the other one.
No, the sassy.
Oh,
Sassy.
Sassy Sally.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sassy
yeah.
doll.
You can have her. Right, Pain.
With that, he hands over the globe.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember what it was called. Can you remember what it was called?
The globe of
Something.
globe of illumination.
No, that's what we found in there.
Drift globe.
Drift globe.
Drift globe.
Add that to your
I will
inventory.
add that to my inventory, and I'm actually going to use it because I don't have dark vision.
With that, everyone starts to depart. Do you hear them murmuring that we've got a test in the morning?
Oh, no.
Which you'll have to attend to as well.
My first day at school, I already have to do a test.
Sorry, I got the toilet again. Drinking too much water.
I think the Goanna
Drift
doesn't go in my
globe.
head because they're like that big.
They are.
They're like a big old monitor lizard.
So you're more like holding it like that.
Yeah, they're like
Whereas like a scarf, you know. Weird vibe.
meanwhile the dragon's just sitting on my shoulder.
Small sphere of thick glass weighs 1 pound. If you're in 60 feet, you can speak its command word and cause it to emanate the light or daylight spell. Once you use the daylight, it cannot be used again until it's dawn.
Alright, I can just like
You can
torture
speak another
animals,
command word as
just-
an action to
just
make the
go.
illuminated globe rise into the air and float more than 5 feet off the ground. The globe hovers in the way until you or another creature grasp it. If you're more than 60 feet from the hovering globe, it will follow you until it is within 60 feet of you. This is extremely useful for me. Very good.
Well, if we run into any vampires.
Yeah.
Yes. Light is 1 action, and it's 1 hour.
Well, there's sunlight as well.
And then there's also the daylight spell.
Yeah.
It's the same except it's like. I
It's
don't know.
much stronger.
Okay.
Oh, so it isn't actual like sunlight. There's just big light.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
mine
well,
isn't
actually,
any
no. It can use the
infernal.
light cantrip infinite times. It has a single charge of daylight.
Interesting.
So if we ever run into a vampire,
Yeah, just be like.
final flash.
Weak power of the sun.
Daylight, yes.
Yeah, I guess I can talk to the Goanna.
The power of
How
the
you
sun.
doing, buddy? How was it in there?
In the palm of my hand.
Okay,
Too bad.
Quintilius is like, oh, so you found my Goanna?
Yeah.
Ah,
Hello.
excellent, thank you.
Hello. It's a natural 20. Yes.
Hey. It's even shiny.
Yes. It does. Are we handing over the Goanna or?
Goodbye, my friend.
Pass him over. He takes him back and starts to walk off.
Wasn't he going to give us something for it?
Oh. You have friendship point if you need it with him.
Oh.
Give him back.
Okay, that's
Sleepy Nine Eyes.
Yes, bedtime.
okay.
2 in the morning.
2 in the morning. I've
You go
died.
sleep.
I've already had a good sleep.
Vandal very much appreciates his circadian rhythm not getting disrupted too much.
Okay, you'll wake up and go to Magical Philosophy's exam in the morning.
Yes. Before I do that, can I, reproach the professor and say, oh, I've found this. This might be yours. This ring.
Hello.
It's like, oh, yes, I lost that a few days ago. Thank you for that.
No need to thank me.
I don't think there's a reward.
No,
But,
I wouldn't take one. Very keen on academic rigor.
Wait, so we're all taking this exam, right?
Yep.
I think we all have
Yeah.
to.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be fun.
No, it won't.
Check that. I think she does give you. I'll double check. Yeah. Anyways, please take your seats. It is exam time.
I'm just tickling my
Alright.
armpits with the feather quill.
Oh no.
Because I can. And I'm bored.
Okay, so basically the way it works for the exams, you do some checks, and depending on how many times it takes you to pass those checks, you fail the test or you pass the test. So you've got two chances. So if you pass straight away, you get a D4 basically. Well, you pass straight away with both your chances left. You get two D4s for that specific check, which you can use any time to add to any roll. If it's like an investigation check, you can add that D4 on top of it. So you can use that twice if you get it.
But a D4 and
Cool.
D4 is missing.
Okay, so is the exam result just one roll, or is it like multiple parts for multiple? Is it like a is it like a continuous intelligence check?
No. So the first one is a
As like a
investigation check.
Investigation.
Oh
You want
boy.
to investigation?
Oh.
Yeah, mine would be -1.
Oh, look at you.
14.
14's a pass.
That's a 10.
It's a fail.
19.
19's a pass. Fail.
6.
Fail.
So the two that passed, you get two D4 investigation checks.
I got a 10 to that.
2d4.
Okay, so there's only one.
So yeah, 2D4. Basically, you can add that to your report card. You can use that anytime you want. You don't have to use it this game. It's just in the future.
Open up my report card.
And the two that fail, please re-roll.
You.
Oh, wait, I get 2 D4s.
Wow.
Oh.
So you fail.
Yeah.
You don't get any extra dice.
11.
And it's a
Because I
fail.
succeeded on the first try, I get 2 dice, right?
Yeah, you get two.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you
11
failed your
fails.
test, that part of the test. Now we go to multiple choice. Give us a persuasion check, please, everyone.
Okay, I'm better at those.
Persuasion.
I don't know what I need to persuade this test for.
Okay, we go from -3 modifier to -1.
That's good. 19 to pass the wall.
19, yeah.
Oh, I got a 3.
6.
Fail. 6 is a fail. 10's a fail.
9, really. Yes.
So the Willow gets 2 D4 persuasion checks,
Oh.
and everyone fail can re-roll.
Oh, I got a
3.
10.
It's fail.
Does
Fail.
this go under year 2 or?
So you guys are utterly failed your test.
I'm
I
still.
succeeded one of them.
This surprises me none the least.
Listen, I died yesterday. It's not a good thing to die before a test, generally speaking.
Okay.
Oh, test is over.
Nice.
I aced it.
Part of next week, we will need some supplies. You will need to go to Sedgemoor. I'm going from memory here, so I can't remember.
Sedgemoor.
And find ingredients. It's like, what was it? 4 different ingredients you've got to find. Why can't I see it? It should be right here, but it's not.
So what do I put into the report card?
I'll bring that up in a second and we can go through that. That'll be the easiest way to do it. But, it's not there. Sorry. Sedgemoor. Here we are. Components. Need to find spell components for spells next week. Fungi, herbs, and spider silk. Make sure you go as a group, as the Sedgemoor can be very unforgiving. With that, class finishes.
Sweet.
You're free to go for the day.
Yay.
Yay.
What's his name? Talana comes over to your group. I'm sure you're congregating after your test and saying whether you failed or passed. But
Yeah.
sure, friends. Talana comes over. It's like, will you be joining us at the Rose stage? a performance happening tonight.
What kind of performance?
It's a mixture of things. You can even perform yourself if you want.
Thank you. I'll come along.
I'll come along. I might, try my hand at a bit of performance.
Be good to see all the campus heroes there.
Sure, why not?
And you're now at level 3, and that's the bit of this episode.
Sweet.
Excellent. Okay, let me bring up the report cards.
Cool.
I'll go through them now. Bring it up on the big screen.
Okay, fine.
Strixhaven. Okay. Let's look at the wellers.
I feel much better about failing that exam if the wizard failed that exam as well.
I'm dealing with this stuff. I'm still regrowing my feathers.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I got
going
one of
through
these.
report card. So the points is your interaction points. If you did interact them with them this time, it was a good interaction. You could put them points in there.
I spoke to Talana for like 2 seconds. Does that count?
Yeah. And it's only one per session though. Keep that in mind. And you got to put in your relationship. So the type of relationship you've got with them, whether it's a good or a bad one, because that can change a lot of things. And basically, depending on what you put in there, depends on how you interact with them in game as well. So if you're mean to them in game, but you say you're nice to them here, that's not going to fly. Yeah. Because that also gives inspiration down the track, which will add, and your boons and your banes as well, which is listed in the character card. So
I don't think I can edit this on the phone.
you're
I'm
not sure.
if I
Can't say I've tried that before.
Yeah, tricky.
But like Drasma here has a bond boon. Drasma here writes you poetry, and the smile it puts on your face makes you likable to everyone on campus, which can be useful. Or a boon bane, which is usually bad things. So in the report cards, this is year 1, and this is test 2 or 3.
Well, for me, it's 1.
It'd be for me it's 1 as well.
Technically, yeah. So you got to put in how many rerolls you had. In this case, 2 for some of you, and you didn't get any d4s, but you put your d4 amount in there and the skill type it is, just so you can record it. You don't have to put in the report card. You can keep it on your
Getting so doesn't matter.
D&D Beyond if you want, but that's up to you. But that'll gradually build up, and you can use them anytime you want. So, also with the extracurriculars, the same sort of thing. If you did go to your extracurricular class, you can
I would have. I think.
Yep. You can roll checks, athletics check or a history check, your choice.
Athletics it would be for me because I do silk ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I do silk ball as well.
Oh yeah. Do you remember what my athletics is? +1. Oh damn! I did acrobatics instead of athletics.
Yeah.
Can I switch that?
if you want, yeah.
Oh,
No,
sweet.
it's just right. But yeah, that works the same way, so it'll give you re-rolls as well.
Yeah.
You get the extra. But if you went to work, you get your 5 gold pieces.
Figure out what it would be.
Since I've already gotten 25 gold pieces, I will go to
The extracurricular class.
my extracurricular.
No point in going to work if you got your gold.
Yes. It's athletics check, right?
Your choice. So it's either athletics or history, depending on which one you want.
I got a 13
Oh no,
on
we have to do languages. Silk ball, I believe, is intimidation and athletics.
There you go, yeah, depending on
I'm
what
dead
that thing is.
languages, so I'll roll history.
Yep.
Oh, 7.
It's a fail.
How did 13 do?
13's a pass.
Yay.
That's 13 is the pass line. So.
Athletics.
Bit too much force.
Ooh no, that's an 8.
That's a fail. Did not do well in the extracurriculars.
Brain is rattled.
But,
I'll go to my extracurricular as well.
yeah, that covers the report card. Any questions about that at all?
Nope. No.
It covers it.
No.
It's just freebies for D4s and things, pretty much.
Pretty much. Extra bonuses if you do well. Could help out later on. Cool. So now we're caught up to the other group,
Awesome.
and we can continue on with
Awesome.
Tuesday. It's next week now, isn't it? Tuesday, Thursday next
Yes.
week. Tuesday, Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes.
Tuesday, Wednesdays. Yeah.
Either way.